Picture this. A city on edge, an army gathered at the gates, and a group of believers preparing for a battle that would change history. Today, I want to break down the real reasons behind the Muslim victory at the Battle of the Trench, a turning point that reshaped the power dynamics in Arabia. First, let's talk about that trench. Trenching wasn't even a thing in Arabia back then. When the Meccan army showed up at Medina and saw a trench blocking their path, they were stunned. No one expected it. It threw off their entire game plan. The Muslims had turned a simple defensive move into a game-changer. But digging that trench wasn't easy. Picture a group of people, short on food and water, working day and night under stressful, dangerous conditions. But their determination and independence kept them going. In just a few days, they pulled off what seemed impossible. Now here's a big one: divine help. Muslims believed that Allah had promised victory to the faithful. This conviction gave them a boost of hope and courage, even when the odds were stacked against them. That kind of faith is powerful. It's why they didn't break under pressure. And then, there's Nu'aym bin Mas'ud. This guy pulled off an incredible feat. By cleverly spreading rumors, he sowed distrust between the Quraysh and the Jewish tribe of Qurayza. Suddenly, the united enemy front started to fall apart from the inside. Sometimes one smart move can tip the scales. The infidels, on the other hand, were superstitious. When a fierce windstorm hit, blowing down their tents and putting out their fires, they freaked out. To them, it was a bad omen. That night, many just packed up and vanished into the darkness. And don't forget the weather. It was January, freezing cold at night. With their fires out and tents gone, the Meccans simply couldn't take it. Add to that, the arrival of the sacred months. As the month of Dhul Qa'dah started, fighting was seen as a huge taboo. The Quraysh weren't willing to risk war during this period or lose out on the pilgrim traffic coming to Mecca. According to Dr. Muhammad Hamidullah, this was a major factor in their decision to retreat. So what happened next? The Battle of the Trench was the last time the Meccans tried to launch an offensive against the Muslims. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, famously said, "Now the Quraysh will never attack you, now you will attack them," and that was exactly right. The tables had turned. With their biggest threat defeated, Islam spread rapidly. People realized that Medina was here to stay, and even international powers took notice. The last internal threat, the Banu Qurayza, was also dealt with, securing Medina from within. But maybe the most important lesson? The organization and discipline of the Muslims outshined their opponents. They listened, adapted, and weren't afraid to try new tactics. From public consultation to psychological warfare, they learned lessons that would guide them for years. That's the story of the Muslim victory at the Battle of the Trench, a mix of strategy, faith, and learning to adapt when it really mattered.